Hello buddies, welcome to the most awaited video of Exam Buddies. With all of your requests, we are here with the video on how to be good at programming. So let's start the video. Are you not happy with your coding skills? If you think that coding is not your cup of tea, then watch this video till the end and I assure you that you will feel really comfortable with the coding things. First thing which you need to analyze is that do you find difficulty with writing even a few lines of code, that you write 2 lines of code and get 10 lines of error? Do you even find difficulty in coding if you have read all the book, still not feeling comfortable with writing the codes? If this is the case, then you should immediately stop going back to your computer. What you should do is just grab a notebook and start writing your code in it. As you all know that without logic life would be a mistake. So here by coding I mean is writing down the logic. Now you must be thinking, how will your coding improve on notebook? So by writing means jotting down every single point you know about the problem. Here everything means everything. You shouldn't leave even a single point. First of all, make yourself comfortable with what you have written. Then train your machine with your codes. See, what does you mean by training your codes? Like take for example, if you have to teach a child like how to solve maths problem, then would you suggest a child to teach him or some experienced one? Surely some experienced one who have better knowledge how to handle the child, how to teach him, how to make him learn. So in the same way, you have to treat your codes with the machine too. If you don't know what is the solution to the problem, then how can you make the machine understand about what is the problem? If you want to write a code, just sit and think for a while that do you know everything about the code? So if you need to write a code, then just sit and think for a while that do you know everything about the program, what you have to write? If no, then how could you teach the machine? First of all, you need to teach yourself. Write down the example, solve some numerical question. It will be better for you. Just see some examples related to the problem and then teach yourself what is this code about, what are its application, how is it working, how to get its solution. Once you get all these things in your mind, then you would be more comfortable to work with the computer in which you are going to code. This is the high time when you should start getting addicted to writing down the things in your own language or your own words. You should understand the problem and its solution. Let's move to the next slide and see what are the factors which you need to consider while coding. First of all, you need to take care of the loop, or should I say that you must not forget to mention which steps will be done continuously. Second thing which you need to consider is variables. Try to name the variables in an interesting manner. Trust me, it really helps. Finally, you should consider to dividing the problem. Dividing means breaking the problem into smaller sections which would aid you in solving the problem. Let's understand it more clearly by looking at a live example. Let's see how to perform merge sort on a given array. Some of you must be aware of this problem and some not. I'll be explaining you this problem considering you don't have any knowledge about the same. First of all, write about the problem. You can also take advantage of your books or internet and find out about the problem given to you. Basically, what you need to check is what is the merge sort. It's one of the most efficient sorting algorithms. It's basically based on the principle of divide and conquer. I guess you all must be knowing what divide and conquer means. Basically, merge sort repeatedly breaks down a list into several sublists until each sublist consists of a single element, and then we merge those sublists in a way that it gives us a sorted list. Step 2. In next part, when you know what basically merge sort means, now you should solve a numerical question based on it. This will help you in understanding the concepts used in merge sort. Let's check an example and see how it really works. Here We have been given an array of elements and we need to perform merge sort and find out the sorted array. First, understand the problem. Here we need to perform merge sort in the given array. Merge sort says that divide the given array into several subarrays until we reach the final step and get all the individual elements separately. What we do? How do we divide? We need to point out a start element. There must be some starting of the array. There must be an ending. So the first thing which we need to do is point out the start element, point out the last element and find the middle element. As here are 8 numbers in the given array, so you can easily find that the middle element is the number at third position, which is 13. If we are given with a huge list, you don't know where is the middle, count the first plus last divided by 2. You get the middle element. You need to remember these things also, because if you don't remember these things, then how are you going to teach your machine? Machine does not know anything that where is last, where is first, where is middle. You have to teach him. So the next step which we will be doing is we will divide the array into two parts. First part is start to middle and the second part is middle plus 1 till last. Now what we got? We got two subarrays. See, in the first subarray we are again getting a start, a last and a middle element. Similarly, in the second subarray, we are also getting start, last and the middle element. How we are finding the middle element? That is start plus last divided by 2. Again we need to split this into two halves, that is first half till 8 and the second half from 4 to 13. In the same way, we will be dividing the second subarray also, that is 10 to 12 one part and 7 to 3 one part. Again we have a series of start and last, start and last. So see carefully, we are repeating our steps continuously, nothing else. So you need to do the steps with all the elements. Now what our job is to merge. How to do merge? What we saw that we have divided all the elements and got all the individual elements. Now start merging them, like 15, 8. Merge to become 8 and 15. Why? Because 8 is smaller than 15. So 8 comes first and then 15. Similarly for 4 and 13. So as 4 was smaller, so it came first and then 13. In the similar fashion for 10, 12 and 7, 3 also. Like 10 was smaller, so it came first, then 12. And in the same way 3 was smaller, so it came first and then 7 later. Again we keep on combining. Like now we merge 8, 15, 4 and 13. So which one is smaller? 4, then 4 comes first, then 8, then 13 and then 15. In the same fashion for 10, 12, 3 and 7. As 3 was smaller, so it came first, then 7, then 10, then 12. Now again we merge these two subarrays to make one complete array, which will be our sorted array. So as we know 3 is smaller, so it came first, then 4, then 7, then 8, then 10, then 12, then 13 and at last 15. So in this way we get our sorted array. If you are still facing difficulty to understand the things, then please pause the video here and do have a look at the problem once again. If you still face any difficulty, then do let us know below in the comment section. Now we start coding. What we have did? We did two steps, that is divide and merge. For doing merge sort, we took a array, we took a start, we took a last. The computer has to find out the middle. We gave a variable named as middle. These basic things you must be knowing because you must have read some books. If you haven't, then please go and read some books, grab these fundamentals, and you need to be clear with all these things. So what we are doing now, we see that here it is written start is less than last. Every time you should know that start will be always less than last. Okay, this was the basic concept. So what will be our middle element? It will be start plus last divided by 2, as we have seen it while solving the numerical problem. So now what we are doing, we are again finding the middle element for the subdivided arrays. As you can see here, the concept of recursion is used. So once again, you need to read the book at least once to keep your concepts clear. Now here I have written a third function, that is merge. So let's see what this function does. Now in the first line we have given the value of array, start, last and middle. I have assumed my array is of size 8. We take another array written as array2 with same size of array1. Then we define three variables, again I, j, k, and initialize k equal to 0, I equal to start and j equal to middle plus 1. You can skip this initialization step and keep initializing it later when you need it. The while statement just says that the value of I should be less than the middle element. Why? Because remember we broke the array into halves. Now we merge it, but in a different array, array2. So we need to check if the array has more than one element or not. Thus we check that I is less than middle and j is less than last. Now we check. Suppose we broke the array into two. How we check? By this if statement that the left array, that is a of I, is less than the right array a of j or not. If it is so, then what we do? We just put the value of array of I into array2 and increment the value of I and array2's k also. What if array of j, that is the right array, has lesser value? Then we put an else statement and write the same thing, that put the value of array of j into array2 and increment the value of j and k. Now see in previous while statement there is an AND operator. We know that if even one statement is false, then the entire while loop will be false. Now what if all the elements of the left array, that is array of I, is sorted and the values of I becomes more than the size of left array? In this case the statement will be false and the while loop will not work even if the element in array of I are not sorted. Thus we write the statement while j is less than equal to last and perform the same operation in case the value of I is greater than middle. Similarly, if the value of j becomes more, then there will be a problem as the left array will not be sorted completely. Thus, we write similar while loop for j. Hence, with this, we successfully complete our merge sort algorithm. You can also check our blog on how to improve the coding skills. Its link will be provided in the description box. You can go and check it out. For any query, you can also reach out to us through the following platform. For more such kind of informative content, please subscribe to our channel and do follow us on our social media handles. Thanks for watching and keep learning.